Hi guys. I am eating and drinking with my mother. She just left at a restaurant, one of my favorite pubs, right? And there was a car accident in the intersection where the restaurant is. It was very loud, it was very scary. And I've always been honest with you guys, like I have knee problems. I use a cane. Sorry. I am recording outside. I can't control the outside environment. Anyway, I saw the accident. I'm with my mother. I said, hey, stay behind. Look at your purse. Watch your purse. I forgot about using my cane. I really did. Oh, something just came over me. I wanted to cross over. I mean, people were recording. And I admit, I really was recording too. But I was helping. The lady that was in the right, as far as traffic light wise, she had scrubs on. She was very nervous. She got out of the car. And people go through like a shock phase, if you know what I mean. You're so in shock that sometimes you may come out after a car accident. And I was trying to assist. I told her to relax and sit in the medium, take a deep breath, and told her, you're alone in the car. She said, I'm alone in my SUV. I said, you in the SUV? She's like, yes. Yes, I was recording, but I also was trying to help because as a woman, you feel so vulnerable. Like, you feel lost. Like, there's no one, you know? She was probably coming from work. She has scrubs on, so I don't know if she was a nurse or whatever it is. She was in the right. There's a lot of witnesses. It's summertime, and there's a lot of witnesses outside. Anyway, it was very scary. I just totally forgot about walking with my cane because I really have a bad knee and my balance is off. I just went across the street, and I remember telling my mother, stay behind, you know, in the outside of the restaurant. This is outside seating. We saw the accident. I said, stay outside. I said, Mom, watch your purse. I'll be back. She's like, where are you going? And I just felt need to help. I went over there. She's like, that's my SUV. She's standing up, shaking. And I said, you need to sit down. Let's take a breather. And I went through like the breathing thing with her. Let's relax. And I said, we are going to call 911. I know this EMT was nearby because it was right across from the hospital. And they stopped to assist. And then a young lady next to me was like, I'm calling 911 so the cops can come because the driver was concerned about where are the police. Well, I get it. She wanted to make sure there was a report. I get it. So I told her just sit down. She finally sat down. I said, take a breather. I have someone next to me that's calling 911. They're coming. And I said, I promise you, if another paramedic show up, I will let them know who you are and where you are. I said, the other paramedics that happened to be driving by stopped for the accident because we were flagging them down. There was an unconscious young woman in the other car that ran a red light. I don't think she was the driver. I think she was in the back without a seatbelt. She probably had some head injuries. That's why she was unconscious. And they just pulled her out and carried her to the paramedics. So I was explaining this to her because I understand, you know, you're a little shocked. And sometimes when you're shocked, you may come out of a car accident and walk somewhere and you're like shocked at first. And I totally get that. So I told her, let's sit down. After a few minutes, she started touching her side. She said, I think the glass cut me. I feel like I'm bleeding. I said, I understand. Relax. Let's take a breather. I said, do you have anything in the car that you need? She says, my purse. I have a bag. I said, you see your car, we're right across from it. I said, if you give me permission, I will go into your car and grab your purse. She had like a book bag with all her stuff. It wasn't where she said, of course, because of the shock in the car and the accident. I had to kind of push some glass away from the seat so I won't cut myself. I grabbed the thing. And she's like, my glasses, I need to see better. I went and looked for her glasses. I did that. even though people are recording, I was recording too, but at least I was helping. I wanted to help because I completely forgot about walking long distance, not long distance, walking across the street to help without my cane. It's amazing how your brain just snaps into action, whether you have a cane or whatever it is. I was shocked, but there was so many witnesses that was happy to stick around, and they actually saw that the small black car ran the red light and hit her SUV. The lady was wearing scrubs. I don't know if she was from the area nurse. I don't know. But my point is, it's amazing how, you know, life is very short. You don't know whether you're going to go home, coming from work or going to work. Life is very short. But it felt good that I was helping. I grabbed her purse, her book bag with both personal belongings, grabbed the glasses so she could see better. I told her to breathe, to relax, to sit in the like little cement division in the middle of the street. I just told her to relax, that cops are being called. Cops are gonna come, because I guess her concern was she wanted a report because she knows she was in the right. When the paramedics came, I told her, I promise you when the paramedics come, I'll let them know where you are, okay? But I need you to relax. Call who you need to call on your phone. I think she called her husband. Just take a breather. I don't want you to stand up until the paramedics come. I said, please just promise me that. And that's what happened. I come back to the restaurant across the street. My mother was like, you cross the street with no cane. I said, something snapped in my brain and I forgot about my cane. I felt like I needed to help. She said, that's like you. And another friend that was nearby, she was like, that's like you. You didn't, you know, she was like, I was even shocked to see you walking across the street. Something just snapped. I wasn't thinking about my bad knee. Something just snapped, like somebody needed help. Can I help? If I can't help, I can't help. But I felt like this lady's driving by herself and her, you know, personal belongings, her glasses to read. Her shaking, calling her husband on FaceTime. I mean, how vulnerable is that? Like, you feel really lost. And I'm so glad that people were trying to assist her. But I felt like, okay, someone needs to tell her to sit down. I told her, sit down, relax. I said, let's take a breather. I said, I'll promise you. I let them know where you're located because people are surrounding you. And they may not see you. I said, I promise I'll send the paramedics to you. And I need you to stay still. And she's like, I feel like I'm bleeding from my side from the glass. I said, I understand. You let them know. I don't want you to get up. I said, I feel like you're in shock and you just ran out of your driver's seat. And I get that because you're scared and you're shocked. But I said, please relax. People, you never know whether you're going to work, coming from work, or whatever you're doing. You never know when you're going to come home. All these individuals are not going home tonight. So, in a nutshell, please be careful. Please do not run a red light. We're in a generation now, and I'm not saying that this was happening in the smaller car that ran the red light, whether they were drinking, popping pills, or whatever, or they just felt like, hey, I could run a red light. I could catch it, because the other car may be going slow. Please don't do it. You never know. And even though there was a young girl unconscious in the smaller car, and the paramedics actually carried her lifeless body into the thing. I think it's probably some head injury. She has a concussion and she, you know, it is what it is. But I just hope that everyone is okay. Whether they were at fault, the smaller car, my point is, don't never leave home with a bad taste in your mouth. Don't never leave home. You never know. There are bad drivers out there. There are people who actually pop pills. We're in a society, everybody's popping pills, drinking, or whatever it is. Or these younger folks, they were definitely under 30 in the black car. They seem young. But it was a very emotional experience. And I'm going to show you a little clip of it towards the end. I didn't record everything. I was busy assisting the the woman, the older woman. So please, people, drive safely. Keep your eyes open and appreciate just appreciate your surroundings, your family, your friends. Because the reality is you don't know when you're going to come home. This person that was in a scrubs driving the SUV, I don't know if she was going to work or coming from work. I don't know if she was a nurse, dental assistant, I don't know. She was calling her husband on FaceTime, shaking. And it made me feel good that I helped her out. It really did. Because I want someone to help me out. And then I love to see other people that were calming her down. They were saying, hey, we were here sitting in between the streets. We saw the smaller car ran a red light. We'll stick around for the report. And I love that. People need to, it is what it is. People need to be honest. If this witnesses that you ran into my car and you hit me and you in the wrong, I want those witnesses. Anyway, take care of yourself. Be very vigilant about your surroundings, okay? And again, like I always like to say, be kind to one another. It doesn't cost a penny, okay? It doesn't cost a thing. Bye. Oh, I got it.
No. All the cars.
I'm gonna let them know where you at, all right? Yeah, I'm gonna let them know where you at, because there's too many people. All right, we got a one over here in the scrubs, the driver from this car. She's sitting down with the scrubs, okay?
Is he okay?
Well, there's another, the small car, there's someone that wasn't conscious.
Oh,
Yeah, but the one in the scrubs needs help. That's the one with this one. But the small one ran the light though. Yeah, it's the young lady, the woman's in scrubs over there. She's the one with the SUV. She's the one who. It happened so fast until she got out of panic, and then she sat down. So I told her to relax. She walked out, but she said she's bleeding on the side. She has scrubs on and some hat here. But the small car, by the way, ran the red light. Everyone saw that. The small car.